Okie dokie. I'm going to pick up an axe handle, and I'm also going to see if they have a little chimney top and maybe a little blower. Now, I can get that stuff on Amazon. However, I like to put the chimney top up and get that over with and not have to wait until Tuesday or Wednesday to get it. So it'd be easier to just find it. The blower I can wait for. But if they got one here, you know, for about the same price, this guy's pretty good with his prices. I think I told you about it before. His name is Goody. Well, that's the name of the store, Goody's Hardware. And I tell you, their prices are usually as good, or if not better sometimes, than the big box stores. So I'm going to go there. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, you know, I was just behind somebody that was driving in reverse, for a better word. And then he had to stop and let 3 cars pull out in front of him, and I'm behind him now, and pull out in front of him that were also driving in reverse and looking, apparently one of them was looking for an address at the same time. Now, where am I going with this? Well, I try to be courteous, I really do. However, when you pull and you're letting somebody 2 or 3 cars out in front of you, you know, you got to think of who's behind you as well. You have to be courteous to both, because by me being stuck behind them, I got stuck at a light. So not only did it slow me down below the speed limit, all right, I also got stuck behind a traffic light. So, you know, I totally understand courteous, but at the same token, courteous to who? You know, we have to think about the guys or the gals that are behind us while we're letting people in front of us. So, what do you do? What do you think? Hey, anyway, got thrown out for a couple of detours. So, now that we're back on track, I can start working on getting this place together and organized in some fashion. I got a bench up here and there that's enough for me to get started right now and start putting up a few shelves and some pegboards and stuff like that, and I have some wood. I do have to go buy a couple more pieces of OSB, or yeah, blah blah blah. But anyway, you know what I mean. I gotta get a couple more pieces of that. I gotta finish that off up there. I gotta get up in there and stick some insulation up over the top and do what I gotta do. I gotta put another piece across over there. Another piece across the... Anyway, as I was saying before the battery went dead on the other camera, as you can see what I'm doing for the top, only because I'm going to pick up some more either 11 or 14 gauge, and I'm going to do some of these counters, parts of these counters, with some steel top. Only because, like I said earlier, I have a habit of coming over here and drilling through a piece of wood or something, and the next thing you know, I'm drilling through the counter. So to have some metal on here, or if not the whole counter, maybe 6 to 8 inches around the edge, I don't know. That one I want to do the top on. I got to get some more board for here. I got to finish that off. I got to get that finished off up there. And I got some out there for shelving, so I have enough to do some shelving. I got the shelving brackets over there. What I did here too, by the way, was the saw was sticking out and taking up a lot of room, which is okay. However, you know, it's just taking up a lot of room, and I couldn't cut any more than 24 inches on either side anyway. So what I had done was I just moved it over. I took off the guide here and in the back, moved it up against here, gave me more room out there, which is good. But what I did was, what's the matter, Tuck? I have the guides that I took off, I had made it so I just take off that little cap and I put this one in and I attach it by sliding that over and locking it in with that screw. Then I have all this. Well, I'm trying to do this under my arm. Alright, so I can actually get more of a rip on this side, both front, and I did the same thing with the rear. Using Tucker, it's enough. Using this one, and that'll go in there. Whoop, where am I? Okay, that'll go in there. So now I can do most of my ripping up to, 48 or even 56 inches off one side without actually having any issues or problems. So I think it's going to work better for me that way. So I'll just keep those just there, put them on when I need them, take them off when I'm not using them. I have plenty of room to get by. I don't have to worry about it. I still have this where I can run up to 24 inches without doing anything other than just doing that with it. Let me back up here so you see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's the other 24-inch piece down there. What I did was I put a between them so that I can take that cap off, this cap off. The other one slides into that, so they'll lock in. Then I loosen this screw, slide this over, and it'll tighten down to the other screw. So that actually locks it in. And the same with the back. The back one right there will plug into there and give me that more extension if I need it. So, and I was able to put the saw over closer to there. I mean, I could have done it anyway, but by them sticking out, if I wanted to walk through here, I'm always going to end up hitting my hip on it. I know it, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to take it off because it's going to drive me nuts. So that's what I did. And I moved that down there. I put a strip here so that the center table has a strip on it. I got to tack it down. That's as far as I got. But I kind of stopped here because I had a lot to do with outside with the heat. Trying to get that done. So I got to get a fan because I noticed with the little fan that I have down there, it works good. So I'm going to get another fan that fit right in there, a booster fan. Put that in there. That'll be done. I put a chimney on out there. I fixed all that out there. So that's all done because I didn't have a chimney top. So I had to put a top on it because when we got rain, well, I'll tell you what, it got wet in there because I didn't have a chimney top on it. So now I got a chimney top on it. And then I picked up a new axe. Now I don't know where I left it, but I picked up a new axe. I went to get an axe handle, but I forgot to bring this wedge with me. And they had 2 or 3 different handles that are real close to fit this, depending on the weight. And I don't really know what this is. It feels like about 8 pounds. But the markings on it are so, like, wow. I couldn't tell you. So I figured, you know what? I just buy another axe, which I did. 25 bucks, not a big deal. And when I go back down that way, I'll bring this with me. I'll put it in the truck. This here way, I'll get another handle for this, and I'll have 2 of them. So I'll have a spare if I need it. This way, if it breaks, I don't have to go nuts trying to run around to get another one. I'll have it here. So that's where I'm at, guys. So I'm more or less done out there. I'm just waiting for the booster fan to come in so I can start getting back out here and doing what I got to do about getting some shelves up. Over here is what I'm undecided on. That's 4 feet out. Now that kind of sticks out. It's kind of in the way. However, there's a lot of possibilities with that. Now, that saw, and there's a couple other saws that are going to go on here, so I still have to extend this out. That's why it's not finished off right here, and everything's kind of just holding things in place, because I still have to come out to where the door ends. So let's see where that ends. Alright, so I got to come almost, I probably got about another 2.5 feet or so. Alright, so I got to do that. Once I get that done, then at that point I can start putting some structure under it. Now what I was thinking though is, I can probably build a little cabinet or shelf system under here by just sticking out, either on this side or on this side. I can't close it in completely because the boys are under there, so they got to be able to come in and out. But I can build something under there to help hold it up, plus hold things at the same time. So almost like a bookcase I can put there. So I'm thinking about leaving that there because it also gives me more room out here for the chop saw. So I have all this extra room if I want to start chopping something that may be longer than normal. And I'll have room for the draw. You know, so that's what I'm thinking. So I may leave it just like it is, like I say. And then over here, finish on with my 30 inches or so. Then I'll put the structure under it. You know, I'll strengthen it up and get rid of all this just makeshift stuff here to hold it level, and let it be. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to call it a day, guys. I am beat. I've actually been out here since 9:30 this morning, and I'm tired.